Dive into the world of flavors and delight. Every drop brings health and fuels our fight. Coffee, the ultimate treat. Todd Katz takes the lead, where each brew inspires and plants the seed. And now let's explore curiously with our taste buds and ears, with every delightful sip with the host. Coffee, the ultimate treat. Todd Katz.
Welcome back. Great to have you with us at the Coffee, the Ultimate Treat podcast with me, Kevin, and also Brian. Now, let's get moving with today's episode. So, ristretto, it's such an interesting concept, isn't it? The word itself means restricted or narrowed in Italian, and that really captures what it's about. It's like taking the essence of espresso and kind of condensing it down, you know?
Exactly. It's like espresso on turbo mode. Like, you've got the same coffee grounds, but instead of going full cycle, they only pull about half the water through, right?
Right, yeah, it's that shorter extraction time, usually about 15 to 20 seconds. Italian baristas came up with the idea back in the early 20th century, and I think they were looking for a way to create a really concentrated, flavorful coffee. They were obsessed with maximizing the flavor experience.
And they nailed it. Or what's fascinating is how that shorter pull gives you like this crazy intensity, not just the caffeine hit though, but the way it kind of skips over the bitter notes. It's all sweetness and richness, like bam.
Yeah, exactly, because with less water, you're only extracting the good stuff, the oils and sugars that make the coffee naturally sweet. You avoid those bitter compounds that come out when you over-extract. Have you noticed it feels thicker too? Almost syrupy when you drink it?
Totally. And I think that's what makes it such a game changer, especially for cafe menus. Like, over time, Ristretto went from this Italian specialty to something you find in boutique coffee shops all over the world. It's a thing now.
Absolutely, and a lot of that has to do with how it's influenced modern brewing techniques. You know, it's not just about Ristretto itself, but how it shaped the way we think about coffee extraction, like balancing strength, flavor, and texture, really refining the craft.
And even taking it beyond espresso machines, I've seen people try to replicate that flavor profile with other methods too. Pour over, AeroPress, you name it. It's like this legacy of experimentation that started with a few Italian baristas, you know?
And it's proof that sometimes less really is more. Simplifying something can actually make it better. You know, it's proof that less really is more when it comes to Ristretto. That luxurious flavor profile, the intense sweetness, and the thick, syrupy body. It all feels like a treat, not just a caffeine fix.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a flavor bomb, but in the best way. That balance between sweet and rich, it's what makes it so compelling, right? It's not overwhelming, but it's super satisfying.
Yeah, and it's all down to that shorter extraction time. By limiting the water, you're literally capturing the essence of the bean. And it's all the good stuff. Oils, sugars, those natural flavor notes. Nothing bitter sneaks in to, mess with the experience.
Exactly. It's kind of fascinating when you think about it. Like the science behind why it tastes so smooth. Shorter time means less chance for any of the harsher, bitter compounds to take over. And that makes it so much easier to enjoy without cringing halfway through a sip.
I think that's why Ristretto lends itself so well to mindfulness too. It's not coffee you just chug down to keep moving. It's something you savor, right?
Yeah, totally. Like taking that pause, whether it's 10 seconds or a full minute, just to actually taste it. It's refreshing in a way, especially if you're slammed with work or, let's be honest, life in general.
It fits into this idea of making coffee not just fuel but an experience. Even in a busy day, there's something about those small, deliberate moments, like stopping to taste what you're drinking, not just rushing through it.
And it can actually help you reset. I've noticed that when I slow down and really take in the flavors, it kind of clears my head, almost like those intense, bold notes pull you back into focus.
Right, it's like the coffee itself acts as a reminder. A little nudge to pause, recalibrate. It's a good way to blend energy and relaxation in one shot.
You know, that mindfulness aspect you mentioned really ties in with how Ristretto gives you that energy kick. It's concentrated, powerful. It feels like a boost for your mind as much as your body. But at the same time, there's a catch.
Yeah, that catch being it's easy to overdo it. I think a lot of people, especially when they're chasing that energy boost, forget there's a limit to what your body can handle before caffeine becomes a problem.
Totally. What's crazy is how little it takes to push past that sweet spot. Like, you're vibing, you're getting work done, and then bam, you've had one Ristretto too many, and suddenly you're jittery, unfocused, or worse, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m.
And that's where timing really matters. I've found that planning coffee breaks, early in the day for example, or spacing out your shots, can make a huge difference. It's not about cutting Ristretto out, but about enjoying it in moderation, you know?
Exactly. It's not how much coffee you drink, it's how you spread it out. If you keep your Ristretto habit to, the first half of the day, it's usually enough to avoid a caffeine crash or wreck your sleep.
And portion size plays into it too. With Ristretto being so concentrated, you don't need a double shot every time. Sometimes just that one perfect pull is enough to give you a solid energy boost without tipping overboard.
You know, I think a lot of cafes miss an opportunity here. Educating customers about coffee, especially Ristretto, could go a long way in helping people make better choices, like more signage, maybe even a quick chat at the counter, just sharing why portion and timing matter.
It's true. Helping people understand how to enjoy coffee responsibly doesn't just benefit them, it enhances their overall experience, and honestly offering those little tips adds to the sense of care and quality in a cafe's service. It's all about building trust, isn't it?
Yeah, and at the same time, it fosters a kind of respect for the craft. Coffee isn't just a drink. It's an art, a science, a whole experience. And Ristretto, well, it's kind of the pinnacle of all that.
Couldn't agree more. And with that, I think we've captured why Ristretto deserves its place in the coffee world, not just for its flavour, but for the thoughtful balance it helps bring to our caffeinated lives. On that note,
we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And next time you sip a Ristretto, remember, it's not just coffee, it's a moment.
Absolutely. Take care, everyone, and happy brewing. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, take care. Thank you so much for listening to Coffee, the Ultimate Treat podcast. We hope you subscribe to the podcast and newsletter to get all the latest community updates.
Thanks for tuning in, it's really sweet. Your ears too were quite the treat. Sipping knowledge in every beat. We hope you found it hard to retreat. Community bonds we hold so tight in the dark roast or morning light. Gathering stories brave and bold. Every listener pure gold. Thank you from the host, Coffee, the intimate treat. In the dark roast or morning light. Gathering stories brave and bold. Every listener pure gold. Thank you from the host, Coffee, the ultimate